Now, one question I'm asked so much is, what is the best workout for me to lose weight? Or how many calories can I burn from doing this workout? If you're trying to lose weight, your main focus needs to be... Hey guys, welcome back, and welcome if this is your first time here. So 2024 is almost here, the beginning of another new year, and I know that this is a time that many people embark on health changes and a weight loss journey, a fitness journey, whatever it might be. It's a time for people to implement these new steps in their life. Whether you stick to it or not is another story. I know we all start off hissing and roaring, and then it just goes like this before the end of January. So today I thought I would film this video to give you a bit of inspiration, a bit of a kickstart to the new year, and share some general health and weight loss habits that you can start implementing to get you to where you want to be. These are things that I personally do. Either I've been doing them for a very long time, or I've started doing them over the past couple of years, or even more recently, and have really, really helped me. Okay, step number one, and I thought this needs to be number one, and that is to keep it simple. Online, you see so many different ways of doing things, so many health hacks and health tips, and to be honest, a lot of it's just not realistic. It's not reasonable to put into your own life. So keep it simple. That is what I do. I really only have a certain amount of, say, foods that I eat on a daily basis. My shopping list is very much the same every single week. I don't need to be looking at various recipes to create lots of fancy things and be really creative all the time. I don't have the time in the day to do it. I don't want to be spending all my time in the kitchen when I could be doing other things. So keeping it simple is absolutely okay. And I highly recommend doing that. Go with what works, what's been proven time and time again. So if you go to my other channel, Jenna Collins Fitness, this is where I dive a lot deeper into the science behind fitness and weight loss and general health. Have a wee look at that if it's something you're interested in. As I said, number one is to keep it simple. Okay, health habit number two is to stretch daily. Now this is something I've been doing for a couple of years now, and I've done it every single morning. However, I don't think I do it for long enough. I only do it for, I think it's less than 5 minutes, because I got lazy with it and I just want to get on with the rest of my morning routine. It's not a good way to think about it. So what I'm going to start taking far more seriously every day is to start doing mobility work first thing in the morning, and also during the day as well when I can fit it in, because I'm in my mid-30s and I'm really noticing that my body is seizing up more and more. The older you get, the more you want to focus on maintaining that and trying to not let that worsen. If you've led a pretty active lifestyle like I have, I've been a dancer my whole life. I don't dance anymore. I struggle with a lot of injuries from many years ago, injuries from not warming up properly, hamstring issues. I notice when I get out of bed in the morning, I'm more and more sore. I do also need to make sure that I stretch after my workouts. So overall, guys, stretching and maintaining your mobility on a daily basis is something that you want to start or carry through if you're already doing this. Okay, guys, number three is to drink water first thing in the morning. This is something that I do every single day without fail. I've done it for like 3 years now. When I get up and come out to the kitchen to feed the cats, I have a glass of water first. In fact, I have 2 glasses of water. It's so hard to get down because the last thing my body wants is to drink water. I feel like I'm just wanting to throw it all back up. But I force it down and instantly it starts to wake up my mind. Okay, remember, you've gone the whole night without drinking anything. Can you imagine not drinking anything from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed? It would be horrible. You would feel so much brain fog and just irritable. So I know you're awake longer than you're sleeping usually, but you know what I'm saying. It's important to get water in your body, hydrate first thing in the morning. Okay, number 4 is to start planning ahead. Now you don't need to completely meal prep. I don't meal prep because it's just something that doesn't work for me. I kind of get sick of those meals and I probably throw out the last few of them. So meal prepping is not a thing that I'm getting at here, but planning what you're going to get at the supermarket, what you're going to eat for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Now a big one is what you're going to have for lunch, because I find that's like the hardest meal of the day. Most people work full-time jobs and a lot of people are in the office. Okay, now if you're like that, then it can be so easy to eat on the go and go to the cafe next door or drive and grab some lunch from somewhere, just some takeouts. Please just try and avoid doing that, because those foods are just usually high calorie. You're just going to grab something that you feel like in the moment, and often it's not that healthy. So if you can be planning your meals ahead and pre-make your meals, whether it's the night before or that morning before you go to work, that's going to help you so much. Helps me, because when I was going into the office every single single day. There were times when I didn't plan my meal and I would just go and buy something that I felt like, and one, I spent more money than I wanted to, and two, it was just something that I didn't need but I craved at the time. On the days that I did plan, which would usually be the same thing, I'd take 2 pieces of bread and I would have some like salmon on toast or some banana and peanut butter. It was so much easier, and I would eat that even though I sometimes would be craving something else. I would talk myself out of it. It doesn't just go for lunches, obviously. When it comes to exercise, plan ahead. It's not always easy to come home from work and get straight into exercise. It's not always easy to wake up in the morning and just start doing a workout. But if you're thinking about it ahead and have already told yourself, this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to enjoy it, it's going to benefit me, and afterwards I'm going to feel great, then you're more likely to do it and be successful with it. Okay, the next health habit I've got here is to start cooking from scratch. Now, some of you might already do this, and that's really great if you do, but I know so many people don't, especially if you live alone and you don't have anyone else to cook for. It's so easy to just get Uber Eats or go and get takeouts. Okay, you can have everything delivered to your door now. It makes it easy to get really lazy and to just not cook for ourselves. I mean, yesterday I did our grocery shopping and my fridge isn't that tidy at all. However, it's stocked full of fresh veggies. I've got everything I need in here. I do have a lot of canned stuff because I don't eat meat, so I have a lot of canned beans and like lentils. If you have a full fridge and a full cupboard of good whole foods, then you're far more likely to cook from scratch. Okay, my next step is going to help you with this too. Cooking from scratch has lots of different benefits. One, you're improving a skill or learning a new skill, but of course the other benefit is the health benefit. You know exactly what's going in your food. You know exactly what dressing is going on your salad, whereas if you eat out, you might get a healthy salad. However, the dressing on top, which tastes really good, is probably so high in calories, but you don't know it. So learn to cook from scratch. It doesn't need to take long. If you like spending a lot of time in the kitchen, that's great. I don't. The meals I cook really don't take me that long at all because I usually use minimal ingredients. So that's another really helpful health tip. Okay, the next healthy habit I've got, and this has helped us so much, and that is to shop once per week. Okay, so we used to go to the supermarket often multiple times a week just because we're like, oh, we forgot this, we forgot that. And you'd go there to get that one thing and you'd come out with a bag full of stuff that you don't need. Usually for me, it would be something like a couple of bags of chips, just extras that you don't need to be spending on and buying just to eat. We've taken it one step further recently and we've started online shopping. The reason we did this is because one, we absolutely hate going into the supermarket. I don't like the crowds of people. I don't like the noise, and it's just time consuming that I would rather be doing so many other things than walking around a crowded supermarket. Some people might find online shopping more tempting. For me, it's not. Okay, so start shopping once per week and you're less likely to go back and get something else. Tell yourself that this is what you've got unless you've forgotten like toilet paper or something that's pretty essential. You can make do with everything that you've got in the cupboards. Get into that habit and I promise you it's going to help you so much on your health journey. It's also going to save you some money. Okay, the next health habit that I think is going to really help you, especially if you're trying to lose weight, is to stop seeing it as a diet and start seeing it as a lifestyle change. When you start seeing something as a lifestyle change, it becomes so much easier and you take all that pressure off yourself. When it's seen as a diet, you see it as a short-term goal, somewhere that you need to get to quickly usually, because you're going to put pressure on yourself. You're going to become frustrated when you're not getting there quick enough. Usually when you see something as a diet, it's got an end to it. It's like a short-term challenge to reach a goal. Say you want to lose weight for a wedding or fit into a certain outfit or a vacation. Okay, there are short-term reasons to want to lose fat. But what happens when that's over and you've been to the wedding, you've been on vacation and you've managed to fit into the outfit? When that's happened, you usually revert back to old ways again. So instead of seeing it as a diet and short-term challenge, try and see it as a lifestyle shift, something that's going to be good for your health, your mental health and your physical health. This is something that I do. It's a life for me. I love the way it feels to be fit, to be strong, and to be fueling my body with the right foods. That helps me navigate through so many issues that arise in my life, helps me navigate through the hormone problems, just normal life things that us women face. When you're healthy and you're fueling your body with the right nutrients, life just does get easier. It really does. I'm not saying problems completely go away, but it really does make them easier to navigate through. Find your reason for wanting to lose fat or for wanting to get fit and healthy or whatever your health goals are, and that will help you get there. Make your why deep. It has to drive you emotionally, not a shallow reason that's just short term. Now, the next health habit I want you to get into is to start resistance training to build muscle. Now, one question I'm asked so much is, what is the best workout for me to lose weight? Or how many calories can I burn from doing this workout? If you're trying to lose weight, your main focus needs to be on nutrition and not exercise. Exercise is like a bonus. It sort of goes hand in hand with nutrition. However, nutrition needs to be number one and then add exercise to this. To lose fat, you need to be consuming less calories than you burn on a daily basis. And that needs to be focused around food. Okay, I'm not going to monitor how much I eat today, but I'm going to do an hour's worth of exercise and really high intensity cardio and try and burn as many calories as I can to burn off all the food I ate. That is not sustainable, and it's so unhealthy to think like this. You won't succeed doing it that way. By doing resistance training and building muscle, your body will burn more calories at rest. What's happening is it's basically speeding up your metabolism. The more lean muscle mass you have, the more calories your body will burn. Now, there are many ways you can do resistance training. You don't need to join a gym. You don't need to be trying to figure out how to use big clunky gym machines. I built my physique through mainly bodyweight training, like HIIT, metabolic conditioning workouts, with some addition of some dumbbell workouts as well. Now, over on my Jenna Collins Fitness channel, you'll find loads of those workouts. Okay, so you can go ahead and try some of them if you want to. So add some resistance training to build some muscle and change your body composition a bit and focus less intensely on the cardio side of it. Okay, the next tip is to consume as many whole foods as possible and to minimize the amount of processed, high sugar, high saturated fat foods. Whole foods are foods in their whole form. Okay, fruits, vegetables, lean protein sources, healthy fats such as avocados, nuts, seeds, grains. You want to have that kind of stuff in your diet and be the bulk of your diet. These foods are anti-inflammatory foods. They usually make you feel fuller for longer. They help with digestion, and they are usually lower in calories in general, okay? And you'll be able to eat a larger volume of these foods, which will help if you're trying to lose fat, as opposed to high sugar foods and even things that you probably wouldn't even think about, like sauces, marinades, dressings. These foods are high calorie and you can't eat as much of it before you're going over your daily caloric intake. Therefore, you're going to start gaining weight. Okay, the next one, which is the second last health habit I'm going to give you, and that is to create discipline. You can't always rely on motivation. Motivation is great to have, and we all get inspired and motivated by certain people or things to propel us towards where we want to be. However, if you're relying on that, you're highly unlikely to succeed. Motivation is great, but it's not always going to be there. When it's not there, which probably most of the time it's not there, you need to call on discipline. This is what I have to do. Most days after sitting there doing work for many hours at a time, I don't want to eat healthy. I can't be bothered cooking something healthy. I just want to get takeouts. But I have to call on discipline in those moments and just be like, this is my lifestyle. I want to be healthy. I'm working towards this fitness goal. If I don't stick to this plan, if I go off track and allow myself to do that every single day or every second day, I'm not going to reach my goals, and I'm not going to stick to the healthy lifestyle that I want to have. So discipline is something that you need to create for yourself, just like you try and instill discipline in your children. It's okay, you need to do it for yourself to get anywhere you want to be. When someone is disciplined, it's like next level, like you're really going to succeed. But if you're just relying on motivation, which a lot of people do, especially when it comes to health and fitness, because you see someone that you want to be like, or someone's eating foods that look really good, and you rush out to the supermarket and you go and buy all those ingredients to make that food. That's motivation and inspiration, but discipline is where the results really happen. Okay, and the last one, which goes hand in hand with discipline, and that is consistency. Without consistency, there is nothing. Anything that you want to achieve, anything that's ever been achieved in life really is a combination of little steps regularly. And you can't think of somewhere you want to be, a body goal that you want to achieve, or anything that you want to achieve and just think, I need to be there tomorrow, or I need to be there today. The bigger the goal, the longer it's going to take to get to really. You need to apply these little steps every single day and stay consistent with it. And that's when you're going to get the results. And it compounds over time. So you might be doing something for a month or 6 months or 2 years and seeing very, very little growth, but you're planting the seeds and eventually it's going to grow. Consistency is what gets people results. If you can do that and improve where necessary and just keep trying to make little tweaks and adjustments where you can, then you have no choice but to get there. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you found that beneficial and you've got some good health habits that you can now take. I hope you're inspired and motivated and will create the discipline to do it and the consistency. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.